Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, here are the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Platinum the Evil Within 2. Alright, let's head upstairs and keep going. Ooh, rolling head. Lots of artwork around here. Well, artwork. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go. Yes, okay, we can't climb up any further. Let's go this way. Alright, so whoever this guy is, he's appearing a lot of times. This cover mechanic, you can use it to actually get places a lot faster because he kind of like runs towards different obstacles. So for example, like there, and then you can try and cancel it like mid-run and then press it again. It's very confusing. Not confusing, it's very little janky, but yeah. Alright, so we've got this crazy display going on here. And if you examine it, it says rebirth. Oh, I was like, am I going to be able to move? Okay. Now, I know I have to exit through that elevator. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yep, okay, this should be fine. Sorry if you can hear like background noise. It's raining quite heavily outside at the moment. So let's boop this thing. Okay, now we're going to be in this elevator for a second. Can't actually remember what happens now. Okay, yeah. So now we just run down this corridor under here. Alright, this part's a little tricky. So there's a bunch of hanging like bodies here with, yeah, they're covered. So you head here and you see this symbol, then you turn and you realize that the way you came in is blocked off and you got the camera, and then you turn again and you've got a doorway to go through. Now that dude basically knows about us. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so this room it's just this big here. And we head down here and we see, presumably, the photo that was just taken of us. What the hell? That's like the second time you said that now so far. That was creepy. That is a pretty big monstrosity. Alright, I like to just run around here. And now you run. Now you can see my stamina in the top left hand corner is draining quite slowly. That's because this is kind of like an event. So basically we're just supposed to run from it. So if you just keep holding L1, you should be fine. Go here, go there, vault over. Bust through the door. Somehow the door will hold that enemy for a few moments. Run over to this ladder. There's nothing else in this room. Just climb up this little vent here. Everything so far in the game is very similar to how the first game played. You just got to get from place to place. I think there's a little bit of a jump scare here, by the way.
God damn it.
No?
What the hell is that thing?
It comes up in a second, I'm pretty sure. I think it's here. Yeah, there should be a rat. And then... he dead. Just step back a little bit. Using that large, like, circular saw to try and pierce the metal. Now it's Die Hard 1, right? Yeah. Alright, off we go here. Flashlight on and off. And then we climb down into this room below.
Oh, I don't hear it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Just bust through the wall like that. Alright, keep running. And our friend is over there. Right in the shoulder. Okay, so we gotta press X to get the knife out of it. Us. God, that would hurt like hell. That knife was serrated as well. Okay, and just like STEM always is, it just throws us in from one place to another.
All right. What the fuck is going on here?
Good news is we get a knife. Alright, automatic health regeneration. When your health is critically low, the life gauge will turn red. While the life gauge is red, it will automatically regenerate up to a certain point. It will regenerate more quickly if you stand still, so try to find a safe place to hide and recover when in critical condition. So yeah, this was the case in the first game. Just let that recover. Cool, now we're pretty good. Alright, don't believe there's anything else in here, so we can just bust into the next room. Okay, let me just do some quick reconnaissance. I think there's a file somewhere here. God, I hope I haven't missed it. Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, okay, no, I haven't missed it. Here we go, yep. So in this room you can find it. You can find another file. Journal in Abandoned House. The handwriting in this journal is neat and precise. The final entry reads as follows. Just got the call. Now I know the reason for all the weird stuff that's been happening the last few days. It's the worst possible scenario, but at least I don't have to pretend anymore. The things I've seen, they've all changed. It's too late to save them. It's time to put my training to practice. May God have mercy on their souls and mine. Okay, so that's probably a file from one of the Mobius agents. Neat and precise. I think women tend to have more neat and precise handwriting than men. Alright, we finally get access to, I don't know if we had access to it before, we get access to this menu, where essentially we can look at different things. So chapter 1, Into the Flame, head back into a nightmare for a chance to save your daughter, and something not quite right. Search for the Mobius search team members within STEM for a lead on finding Lily. We've only got a medical syringe and a survival knife, and then the files, we've got 4 of them at the moment, and some tutorials as well as the slide. So that's it. There's a statistics page with everything on it, which is cool. Alright, as we exit, you know what, I'm actually going to use this medical syringe. So it just restores a portion of your health. I just want to try and get as much health as I can. As you try to leave, Sebastian will notice something almost out of the blue.
Where were you when I needed you?
His trusty pistol.
Maybe this is the right place. Lily, I hope you're here.
Okay, photo of Sebastian, photo of Cassiano's family. This photo, I thought this was lost in the fire forever. I remember when we took this. Lily's breath smelled like cotton candy. Myra never looked more beautiful. And it says, I love you, Daddy, on the back. Okay, cool. So that one's just automatic. You'll always pick that up.
Where have you been? We lost you.
I don't know. But it sure as hell wasn't a quaint little town. There's something bad happening in here, Kidman. Baker is dead. There's a killer running around in here, doing things that are... It's like Beacon all over again. What the fuck did you just send me into?
I don't know. We're in the dark out here. Baker was the team leader. If he's dead, that doesn't bode well for the rest of them. Keep searching around. The more info you gather, the more I'll be able to help you.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let's collect this herb. Oh, welcome to Union. So that's for, I guess, reaching this point. Herb, a naturally occurring plant with medicinal properties. This component can be used to craft useful items. So yeah, and we can also, being told to select our weapon. So we've got our pistol. Cool. Let's run up the hill. Yeah, the herb, you put them together and you can make medical syringes and also medical kit. So here...
Poor son of a bitch. Left here to rot like this.
There's a whole bunch of fleas and stuff. You can actually smash it open and the fleas will fly out, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. Yeah. And there's nothing in there, so we'll just keep going, keep running up the hill. Yeah, you can see the stamina draining much faster now.
It's just a small, quiet town.
And we'll run into a cutscene here.
Too quiet.
Perfectly timed, almost.
Hello? Hey! She had to have heard me. Better check it out.
Alright, now if you're squeamish in any way, I'd say probably don't watch this scene. It's quite full on, in my opinion, so yeah, it's up to you, but for me it was quite full on when I saw it the first time. I was like, oh wow, this is...
Clean your plate. Gotta eat. Skinny bones. I said eat! There.
Alright, so you got an opportunity here. Now, because we're on casual, this should only take 2 shots if I could aim. And then also, there's an enemy outside. Let me just quickly...
Kidman.
That was fast. Did you learn anything new?
Yeah, I did. I learned that it really is like Beacon in here. The people in here are turning into creatures.
Damn it. What the hell happened?
I don't know. But it means that Lily is in more danger than just being lost.
Sebastian.
Save it, Kidman. Leave it to me. I'm gonna find her.
Okay, I'm just going to enter this room up here. All that's in here, I think, are some bullets. There they are. No? There's gunpowder. Hang on. An explosive mixture of potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal, used in shells and cartridges. 12 centuries old and still just as effective. This component can be used to craft ammunition and other useful items. There's some bullets here. Oh, man. Alright, so it's not necessarily bullets. When I played the first time, there were like 5 bullets up there, so I thought that was going to be the case again, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, so as we try and leave, there should be another enemy. No? Is he being real sneaky? How strange. Okay. Very odd. There's nothing else in that house. I guess I'll quickly run around and have a look though. There's a TV. You can turn it off. There's the poor kid. Absolutely disgusting. That was... I mean, one of the things that this game does well is just the grotesque nature of everything. It is really, really, really awful. And it's not like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like gratuitous. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad, but it doesn't feel gratuitous. I feel like something like Final Destination with the kills and everything like that, they feel gratuitous, but this game does like grotesque really well. I don't remember the first game being as full on, but yeah, this one definitely takes the cake in that regard. All right, cool. So you smash those boxes. The boxes or crates generally have items in them to help you progress. Now run down here. Welcome to Union. We're glad you're here. You can see these like crows or pigeons or whatever they are up there. I tried shooting them before. They don't seem to drop anything like in the first game. You could get gel from them, which I thought was pretty clever. Alright, so we are almost through chapter 2. We're about to hit chapter 3, which is a massive chapter. Huge. In terms of like what you have to do, it's pretty quick, but in terms of what you're given the option to do, it's huge. Just like in the first game, actually. Chapter 3 was very large.
Members. Some of them are still alive then. Damn. But those things are everywhere.
Alright, so there's this enemy here. Alright, stealth and sneak kills. R1 to enter sneak mode. Enemies are especially drawn to sound. Crouched movement can help conceal the sounds of your footsteps. Attack unaware enemies from behind with a sneak kill. So this is something that we're going to be using, I think, quite a bit. It's hard to say. Now, there's a problem with this, is that like he moves real slow. I actually got it this time. That's the first time I've actually ever got that. He moves real slow when he's crouched, so we have to be very careful about doing that. So the enemy alertness icon. When an enemy starts to become aware of you, an enemy alertness icon shaped like an eye will appear at the top of the screen, figure 1. When the enemy becomes fully aware of you, the eye will fully open, figure 2. When an enemy is starting to become aware of you because of noise you're making, sound wave icons will appear, figure 3. Okay, so now we can get out of the way. Let's run back here. Also, you notice that my flashlight was on. I believe people call them the Lost. I thought in the first game they were called the Haunted. But apparently they're called the Lost. Yeah, they're not susceptible to light, even though technically I like to try and avoid using the light if I can. Bottles. Hold L2 to aim and R2 to throw. Throwing bottles can make enough noise to distract enemies. Bottles can be equipped to the arsenal in the arsenal by pressing R3. After purchasing the bottle break skill, bottles can also be used to break out of some enemies' grab attacks. Starting a new game on casual difficulty automatically grants you this skill. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Alright, so there's an enemy here. I don't believe he turns around, so you can quickly take him out. So just get nice and close. Yeah, I think he just stays there. I like how Sebastian takes out the knife slowly as you get close. That's pretty cool. Nice little neat touch. So let's try and use the cover mechanic to just sneak over here. So you can see it's actually like, it took a long time to get used to how this cover mechanic works, but it's pretty good. During my practice, I actually was doing this on nightmare difficulty because I thought that would probably be the best way to do it, because there's two ways. Like you can do it on casual and then classic, or you can do nightmare and then classic. And then the reason you want to do it on nightmare is because it'll make classic, like you already have a concept of how difficult classic is going to be because you're doing it on nightmare. But I don't know, I feel like it makes more sense just to fly through the game on casual. I did not want to open that just yet, but alright. Can I pick up his stuff? He didn't drop anything? Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, we could kill the other enemies, but there's no real reason to, so let's just break into this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the idea for playing on Nightmare is like, oh, you give yourself a bit more of an idea of how strong the enemies are going to be, but it works fine with casual. Alright, let's search around here, get a bit more gunpowder. I don't think there's anything in here, is there? Bathroom, nothing. Alright, now the problem is we're up to 20 minutes and there's going to be a cutscene here, so I think I'm just going to leave it here, and then next time we'll view the cutscene and we'll enter chapter 3. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 3 of Less Platinum the Evil. Is it 3? Yeah, episode 3 of Less Platinum the Evil Within 2. My name's Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.